Dạ, thì đợi xíu để em chuẩn bị cái slide, cái thầy mở cái slide lên.
Nguyên nhóm 1 Khai Nguyên chưa tới mình.
So today we will show you guys the picture one, and we'll answer them. Two answer. First is using critical thinking to look at the problem from multiple perspective that we find what? Mày ơi. The first question is, what can be the problem when we're looking at the picture from a different perspective? First, when we look at the picture from a different perspective, that we may know that a contradiction between the truth and metaphor, like James thinking when look at the truth immediately, and looking at the truth by observing and applying critical thinking to analyze the problem. Several theories that have been put forward in this picture. A university student who has a high qualified degree may not do it like in the picture, he's unemployed to the point of begging. There's a person who has enough money to go to the college and get get the skill from school and knowledge, who and had enough money to buy expensive clothes, to dye his hair, to put down his ego to beg. This, I think, could be a scammer, and from the perspective of the family, who how does he love one let their children beg for the money after being fully educated? Why and how? And they are all people with the mindset of learning to be good, learning to be better, to live, but that is completely the opposite with that is shown in the picture. Or with the teacher who thought him and showed him the way to perfection, to get the knowledge, to get the skill, to get the high thoughts, good thought. How to shameful is what if their student choose to follow this path like a scammer, or back down to have the money. And from the perspective of society, like many people may think that this is an image of injustice, but when a college degree is no longer everything, but beside that, there are also some people who think of the side of thing is just a college student really a beggar. For example, currently, children can still earn money just by helping others. So why they can someone who has graduated with a valid college degree? This is something that need to be taken into consideration. This society is always a ready-made environment for a talent person who develop themselves. So if the person in this picture can be that good, so why he choose lower his ego to beg for the money? It's definitely not worth for if he is really a good student in the university. And from his personal point of view, will he let himself of his right to do this job to or begging for the money? So that's my presentation. And next is Betty.
I will continue our presentation. With the question number 2. I think the picture gives us deeper insight of life. No matter what we do, we must observe and consider every problem carefully. So we not should we should not rush to believe something so easily, and that make us fall into traps and satirize our thoughts. To put it more simply, critical thinking enables us to change our minds and know how to use thinking to observe and solve problems before offering alternatives. It it will include two main components. Firstly, the importance of degrees in today's life and unemployment. Secondly, the passivity of today's youth. The young people nowadays tend to be depending on other people's choices for the future. They are not they are not passionate to follow their dream and to get the opportunities for themselves. In the picture, we can see that the man who has been graduated with a big degree, but he had to be a beggar to make money, and he may be he may be wearing an academic dress, which is very expensive and luxurious, but he had to do he had to sit on the pavement, a dirty pavement, to be a beggar, and he may be cheating us to make money for himself, to cheat our compassion, our our sharing to his poverty. But in fact, he's just a criminal. And one reason for being criminal is that the students don't have stable job. They are unemployed. They are homeless people, so that they will do anything to make money, including being criminal or cheating old people, and even depending on the social help and not do anything, keep giving up. Critical thinking in this case will enable us to change our minds to not just depend on a reality, and we should make some innovation and some solution for not just the person in the picture, but for the next generations of students, that we should spend year for a degree in a university. If we don't want to make it wasting time and money, we should study hard for GPA, for higher GPA, to collect more practical skills, including problem solving or critical thinking, and build up a lot of relationship to make it easier to get a proper job in the future, so that we can grab the opportunity and we don't have to be like the person in the picture. The meaning of the picture also showed the unemployment of many young generations who had wrong choices of their future, strict competition between the applicants. Nowadays, there are not so many jobs, but there are a lot of people want that job. And some people, they are afraid of their failure. If they cannot get a job, they stay at home, they do nothing else. Instead of that, we should study more about some specific skill, or study higher, like study for doctor degree, for PhD degree, so that we can develop ourselves and we can find opportunities, all the doors for us in the future. That is my presentation. Thank you a lot for listening.
And it is my own group member. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. So your group have only some members, right? Okay, so we have 2 groups for picture 1, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Can we hear the next group and then we have the comments after that? Is it okay?
Yes.
Okay. So next group, please.